Shoulder extension, positional isometrics. I'm going to show this a very regressed and progressed version here. When we're doing a positional isometric, we're trying to find different spots in our ranges that we can drive into for a certain amount of time. So for example, shoulder extension refers to that, right? If let's say my hands are back here kind of in that M stretch position or just behind me here, I might start my first rep of this positional isometric by just pushing my hands into the ground and then trying to pull them forward. So I'm trying to squeeze the front part of my shoulders here, simply drive my hands forward as best I can, okay? That might be position one. If it says two positions, I might go here, I might go a little bit farther back, puff my chest up a little bit more, and then drive into that. So I'm using a slightly deeper part of my shoulder to drive from this position. If I wanted to go like to my end range, we have another option where we can use a chair, a bench. Partners work really well for this, where I can just simply put my hands back up here, and then from this position I do a long duration positional isometric for 30, 45 seconds to a minute, whatever it may be. The description of the exercise will have where I want you to start and how many spots, how much time. Just make sure when you get in that position we're not pushing to pain and that you can drive as hard as possible. That's the big key. I want to make sure that when you're driving, you're squeezing everything as hard as possible and that we're not like so far deep that we can't feel stuff and can't move it. So make sure wherever you start, you're really driving into that shoulder as best you can to make sure we're not going to a position we're not ready for.